Hi everybody, welcome to the channel, Zeke here, and today we're gonna hop into the first episode showcasing some stuff of Lost Protocol. And this map was created by Architecto. It is a mod map. It is not part of the storylines that are traditional to ARK gamers, but it has its own unique storyline. It also has several unique creatures. As you can see, I've revealed some of the map previously. That was just me kind of exploring, and that leads me to what we're going to get to today. As you can see, it is recommended you start at Bunker 1, and then after that, you have a few options on the coast on this eastern side of the map. Those are the easy spawns, and then as you start moving inwards, you will notice that most of the spawns are going to be more on the medium side, including up north. Once you get to the southwest side of the map, there are some harder spawns. Then there are two tropical areas as well on the south side of the map that are also medium. We are going to follow the option to start with Bunker 1, just to show off what is here and what Architecto wants to share with everyone who plays on the map right from the start. So let's hop right into it, and we are going to spawn in, and it won't take long. We will end up dying at this location. We might make it outside the bunker and be able to showcase some of the early game features that are in this area. If we don't manage to do that the first time, I will do a couple of recordings in that area so you can see all of what is available in the bunker and as you leave the bunker. Then we will start working our way up the coast, spawn by spawn, checking out each area and what it is that is showcased in those zones. And we are going to go to every spawn zone across the map today. That is the game plan, so let's get right into it. So right off the bat, we're freezing. Okay, on the wall, protocol initiated. Survivor, it's time to leave. More than 7,500 years have passed since the apocalypse occurred. You are a race in danger. Be careful. And we have a little area behind us. We can dip down, walk through. All sorts of corpses in bunk beds around the area. Some of them reaching out. Almost looks like there's zombies reaching for you. Going to the next room, it's another crouch zone. We see an industrial preserving bin. We see a spotlight that has been broken. There is a clock face on the wall. Library storage on this wall. And a few other bits and bobs. Here you see a dried mare on the back wall. This is a specimen. Note experiment number one, initiate a search protocol for a missing gene. Architect of voice, is this a strange mutation corrupted by the zombie genome? I feel something strange in my body. What's happening? A rendering scream. Ah! And there's also something on that diagram. But there's Architecto, dead on the ground as a corpse. He's got a gene scanner there, a couple other pieces. As you see though, I'm about half health already, so we'll come out through here. in this little area, there are these, which are mushrooms and biotoxic plants. This is something Architecto sometimes does. I think it's great. No, experiment number two, initiate a search protocol for a missing gene. Architecto voice, another strange prismatic mutation. This creature appears to be infected with Prisma X70. I must leave the area. It emits radiation. It is not safe to be here. Alright, so I'm just about dead. And that means I'll have to come back so that you can hear the voice outside. I can't jump any longer, so I can't jump out of this section to that back wall. Oh, there's a couple of steam forges over here on this side. And on the back wall, you'll notice there's a lot of giant corpses. They look like zombies again. There's also some radiation on this side. You can hear that starting up over in that area. You can see the exit is this way. This is bunker number one. And let's hope we can hear.
This is my last message to you, to be relayed in the event of my deactivation. I was only an artificial construct when we first met. Just a shadow of someone who lived a long time ago. But in our time together, I got to become something new. Someone new.
Oh, unfortunately, I do have to respawn to show that. So we'll just run right outside as quick as can be and try to show off what she is saying. HLNA. Not Helena, but the. Yeah.
Survivor. This is my last message to you, to be relayed in the event of my deactivation. I was only an artificial construct when we first met. Just a shadow of someone who lived a long time ago. But in our time together, I got to become something new. Someone new. Not Helena. HLNA. Thank you for that. I wish I could find the words to tell you how much it meant to me. Human language is so imprecise. But I need you to do something else now. Find your own path. Your own destiny. Build a new world here. A better world. And who knows? Maybe two lost souls can still meet again somewhere. Out among the stars. Goodbye, my friend.
So there you go. HLNA saying goodbye. Now, if you come out this way, there's also often a little treasure chest here. It's black crate type deal. And it often has better than primitive picks and hatchets, and sometimes they'll even have saddles. But at this point, we're not going to worry about this. I'm going to pull my input and let's check out the next spawn zone. So here we're by the coast, and looks like there's some snowy bits here. Yep, so there's some snow up above us. So we're in a colder zone. I'm not seeing much for creatures so far, but again, this is a single player, so that's not uncommon. You kind of have to load everything in. Alright, so we got some dodos already popping up. A 145 male is the first thing we see. Hey, not bad. I won't complain though. Level 10. And a level 25 with a baby. So I mean, this does look like a fairly safe zone. Doesn't look like there's any special little sequences that we need to kind of check out at the moment. Unlike in the bunker where there's kind of hidden story. Well, not even hidden. It's just storyline for the map. This one seems like it is more just a good, easy place to start off your game and just kind of get yourself established, get yourself up and running, have access to everything you really are going to need to begin the game, and the threats look kind of minor over here, at least for the moment. So, with that in mind, let's check out the next spawn area. Move up to Costa 2. So again, it um, looks like we're on the coast. We're still in a pretty mellow area. Not sure what that is out there. I wish I kind of had a spyglass on me so I could take a look. Looks like that might be something special. Or it might just be like a buoy saying, hey, this is the edge of the world. Who knows? See, because there's a couple of them. They do seem to follow a straight line, so. And I don't think so. Because I think those are appearing like right along this line. But I'm not positive. I have yet to complete this map, which is why this is going to be kind of a fun series to go through. We'll get to experience it together. But otherwise, a lot of flat area over here. A lot of basic, uh, not just creatures, but resources available. We've got some little tames to get yourself started with. Some basic necessities. It looks like this might be leading up into. I mean, that tree might be large enough for a tree platform, so it might be a good spot for early game, like tree platform base. Keep you up off the ground, keep you away from anything random, aggressive that might come through. No guarantees you can use those for tree platforms, but it does appear like it's that size. Might try that out at some point. And see, there's what I'm talking. Those are some nasty looking alloys over there. They could definitely spawn up in this area. So having a tree platform would be a great idea. Keep you up away from them. But it looks like as we move more inwards, we're probably going to find more aggressive creatures. There's also going to be different zones with very unique creatures that come from different maps. And there's probably a larger variety of creatures than your normal standard vanilla maps. So, anyway, let's move on. I forgot to take that off. Uh-oh. Might have to change that in the settings. There. Let's check out the next one. This will be Calista 3. And already this looks very similar to where we just were. Just moving further north. but it looks pretty much along the same lines. Again, just different location, but similar in features and resources available in the area. I do notice there are these bones over here. That's a good thing. Um, those you can harvest for keratin, so very helpful, especially early and even a little later on when you're trying to actually get yourself a ton of cementing paste. Having those around can be very helpful. There's also one of these over here. This one's pretty primitive, but you know, it is what it is. Oh, I don't see anything else over here though that we really need to cover at the moment. I mean, again, oh, yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I mean, again, there's a lot of flat area here. A lot of basic resources. Looks like most dinos are going to be herbivores, so nothing too troublesome. But as we move again inland or away from the water, away from that spawn zone, we're more likely to start running into things that are going to be aggressive. I mean, that right there looks like an extinction zone, and that looks like a swamp area with Spinos. So Spinos up north, we do know that. Alright, let's check out the next zone. Center Beach is next. And I'm gonna guess that we're gonna have a lot of aggressive creatures moving forward in the spawn zones. So I just heard aloes. I see what looks like a pack of aloes over there. Looks like there's another pack of aloes over on that side. This looks more like a scorched earth environment, perhaps. Again, it's got those bones on the ground. Those are really good for keratin. Lots of resources in the area. Okay, I thought those might be those cactus plants, but I guess not. There's also a giant tree right there. Some crystal. So yeah, it might be difficult to actually start off here. As you can see, it's not impossible. We could easily avoid a lot of these dangers, potentially. We won't be, but we could, potentially. And it looks like there are a couple different biomes over here, actually, to check out, so that should be fun. Is this bluegrass? Huh. Thought maybe there'd be some unique resource with that, but it doesn't appear like there is. Okay. This looks like it could be a very beautiful place to base. Although, probably moving towards... That looks like an extinction zone. So if we keep heading this way, we should reach the extinction area. That means extinction teams, gachas, things of that nature. Probably over that direction. That's kind of cool. So I wonder if this is like a swampland, or a wasteland, maybe? Not sure. We'll find out as we go, though, I'm sure. Alright, let's check out the next zone. Next is Center Beach 2, which looks to be to the north where we just were. Okay, so right off the bat, Argents. Nice little pond here. I'd be interested to see if there were capros or other sort of like baryonyx or swamp tames in that region. I mean, I do see a carnivore there. A bunch of crystal over here. Oh, that carnivore's coming in. Yep. Into the water. One of the great things about land creatures is they don't actually attack while in water. So if you run in, they normally can't attack you while you're inside the water, as long as their feet aren't touching the ground. You see, he lost interest because he doesn't run out of stamina. Anyway, I don't see any capros in here. I don't see any baryonyx in here. I would imagine probably silica pearl somewhere around. If not, some other resource is probably in the area. This does look like a more dangerous spawn area. Carnos, raptors, argents, saber-tooths. So far, everything I've seen has been something that would want to eat my face. So this is definitely one of the harder spawns. Acro, or not acro, aloes, right there. So yeah, this is definitely one of the more aggressive spawn zones. Again, not impossible to survive. I think I just proved that. It's more difficult than most. Alright, let's check out the next spawn zone while we're at it. The weird way to die, and like, yeah, that was interesting. Alright, Extinction City. So, this is probably the extinction zone I was looking at earlier. Hey, look at the enforcer already, right off the bat. Sounds like Carnos. Okay, Parasaur. Let's try to get this enforcer to fight with the Carnos. Or Parasaur, maybe? No. Yep. Yep. Oh, no. Alright, so there we go. Oh, no. I still got one of them on me. Let's see if we can drag it to this. There we go. Alright, so this is... I mean, it is what it says it is. It's an Extinction City spawn zone, which means there's going to be some nasties in the area, and there's also going to be some really great passive tames in the area as well. And I'm sure these will be harvestable for electronics, element, scrap metal, or not element, but element dust, scrap metal, crystal, all those great resources that we know and love that come from tables and benches and lampposts flying enforcers apparently over here. Alright, let's check out the next zone. Most people know what an extinction city zone looks like. Alright, next we have Desert Beach 1. So I'm gonna guess this is like a scorched earth area. It's probably on the coast of a scorched earth area as well. And yeah, that looks okay. So coast, which means water. Scorched earth area, meaning cactus and desert and scorched earth spawns, including the aggressive stuff, which still includes carnivores. Um, so this is the region we'll be going to, I'm guessing, for cactus sap, at least. Yep, cactus sap. There's probably sand in the stones over here as well. More cactus sap and those little plants. These would be regular berries. This. Oh, hello. Did not see that coming. Oh, yep. Oh well. Let's check out the next time zone anyway. So that looks like it's mainly just as described, desert beach area. So a scorched earth beach, probably a little island, or this whole south section is the scorched earth section of the map, and by putting you on the beach, it's putting you kind of like up towards the northern side of the water. And I would guess the south side. Oh, it looks like the south side's also surrounded by water. So these are almost like islands, or one giant island. I'm not sure yet. But there could be different spawn areas based off from what you would typically find in a scorched earth section. Hey, look at that, that's a Leo. Anybody that knows me knows I love me max that Coolio. As far as base teams go, it's one of my preferred ones. Alright, so anyway. Hey, what's this? Looks like almost a salt island. But there's a bunch of sand on here somewhere. Ooh, my character's way out of shape. It's okay. I know I gotta work him out. I need to build up my own stamina. So yeah, for the most part, it looks like this is just general scorched earth vibes. Alright, let's check out the next one. I believe the next one is also another desert spawn, desert beach spawn. So we'll check that out real quick, and then we'll move on real quick to the Redwood Beach. Honestly, this looks like it's got a little more flat area to it. Uh, but it's still pretty much the same exact thing. It is a redwood zone, or not a redwood, excuse me, scorched earth zone. We've got vultures flying around right there, cactus plants. Looks like a snake right there, Titan boa. I did hear something else that sounded like it was knocked out already. Not sure what that was. There was a moth, Lamentry, and yeah. Alright, so here you go. All the things you expect from a scorcher area. Thylacoleos, multiple Thylacoleos, terror chickens, etc. etc. Believe that would be a quick little jaunt. Alright, let's check out the Redwood Beach. And I think I will skip around. I think I might skip the hard ones to do the tropical sections, just to check those out. Red one section. We kind of know what to expect here. And apparently you've got to expect a bunch of steely things to be on your ass as soon as you pop onto the map. Yay. Alright, Redwood Zone. Honestly, it looks beautiful, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like the appearance that this section has. And it's definitely one of the more difficult spawn areas, as you can see. Yeah, all sorts of nasty bits and bobs to fill in. Soon to be spawning. That's alright. We're not spawning in and actually trying to play right now. We're just checking out the different spots. But these are redwood spawn zones. You have two different options. One's more east, one to a little more to the west. And either way though, they do start you off next to water with plenty of resources around. And that seems to be consistent across all the spawn zones on this map, which I kind of like, to be honest. So I died that direction, and as you can see, there's multiple other options. There's also water, but it doesn't seem like much is spawning in the water at the moment. Again, I'm in single player, that just might be the reasoning, or it could just be there's not much water on the map to explore. Don't know, we'll find out together. Anyway, looks like for the majority of this one, this is not too bad of a spawn. You are gonna have to deal with things like, I think that was an Archaeopteryx. You got Microraptors, I bet. Um, Good place to find Doedicurs, apparently. Crystal, there's a good amount of crystal there. Got a Pego over there. More terror chickens. Diplo. Anyway, moving on. Okay, they got me before I could pull my implant. That's fine. Alright, so we're gonna skip the two hard sections for now. We'll come back to them in just a moment. I just want to check out this tropical land. We're gonna go with the tropical land 1 first, and then check out tropical land 2. And I'm gonna guess, kinda like, Crystal, is it Crystal Island? Crystal Isle? Bracy? I guess what that's kind of similar to, as far as like this area goes. But I'm seeing some snowy bits. Those might be that like white clay, similar you would get from Estrellas or Crystal Isles. Another option would be that this is similar to Estrellas, was what is it, Wyvern Trench area. with massive overgrowth, big colorful trees. Apparently I started taming that pego somehow. Oh wow. Okay, so that's way down there. We're up in the sky. That's what's going on. Giant tropical land. Oh, we are absolutely freezing to death very quickly actually. So that's kind of what I guess we're gonna have to worry about over here is temperatures and how to initially survive the different zones. Because even if you have the ability to survive the creatures in the area, you will have other various challenges awaiting you. In this case, climate. So I probably won't be able to pull it. No, I don't have time. So we'll just let ourselves die off, and we'll go check out the other side of this island or tropical land. So this one is going to be more to the east than the last one was. It's also a little further north. Honestly, this is starting to give me sunken forest vibes. Ooh, what is that? That's that Prisma X gene, isn't it? Look at that chocobo. I know. It's not a chocobo. It's not a chocobo. That is so a chocobo. Look at that. Final Fantasy chocobos, just for everybody that doesn't know. But yes, there's a prismatic Gigantoraptor. Low level, so probably not something worth taming, but you know, hey. Alright, so we have two sections left. We have Volcanic Hard, and then we have Sulfur Sir Hard. And we've been kind of going from east to west, so I'm going to start with the eastern one. Sulfur Sir Hard. Not sure exactly what the Sir is. I don't know if that means surface or something else. Maybe this is like a sulfur zone, aberrant zone, like aberrant surface. I don't know. So far, I see a lot of Milotovs. I saw a couple Spinos, and I see that Kendra over there, another one right there. Okay. So yeah, this is a pretty good mixture of lots of nasty stuff. Couple of not so nasty tame or creatures kicking around. It's definitely a difficult area if you are planning to spawn into the zone. I am freezing to death immediately, so I think one of the big things on this map will be getting fortitude up. Now it said sulfur, so I kind of expected to find something close by with sulfur nodes. Maybe these are, but they don't look like any sulfur nodes I've ever seen before. Another idea I had with sulfur was they generally, sulfur spawns generally in either wastelands, like on extinction, or near volcanic areas. And I'm not seeing either of those currently. And I have not found also sulfur nodes, so maybe there's something more to that. I'll find out as I play. Nice zone. Volcanic Hard. Okay, this looks a lot more like what I was expecting out of the last section. There's Red Orb apparently. Uh, okay, I'm gonna try to work my way inward to Red Orb. We've got Ankylos, nice. Urgents, also good. Not as good early game when you're not really ready for Urgents on any level. You can't fight them, you can't run from them. Not taming them yet. Ooh, so, getting over to Red Orb. Will we be able to do it on foot? Oop, careful, don't jump into lava holes. Nope, that doesn't sound promising. There we go. Well, that's gonna be it for today, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, checking out each of the spawn zones. I have now gone through all of them, and I will be starting the actual series in the next episode. So, if you find yourself enjoying any of this, go ahead and click that like button for me. If you're new around here, subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one.